All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Kill. Check the backer.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ready.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Freeman. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Hey, Delta.
Now Rudolph on first down. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down now, Felts. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 19-yard line.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Cameron Hayward gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Rudolph. It got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On second and inches, Rudolph gets it off to Freeman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Rudolph. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Ready.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Zadarius Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Rodgers to throw once more. And he rifles one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers dancing to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Check 50, check 50.
Recon, 132 fighter. Yeah, live.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Box it.
They'll try to run this one in, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Like 50. Hey, defense, let's go.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Pass hauled in by by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he spins through. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, you block over here. Hey, I 7.
Here's Rodgers throwing again. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. It looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
90, Wolf.
Check 53.
Smooth.
Man, I got you.
Big grip.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Rudolph looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 20-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Phelps. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, and pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tommy Sweeney, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. The run there on first down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 30 on second down, Rudolph. Open man is Switzer, complete. 16 yards, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Good. 10-30. Yeah, live.
Mark 52, Mark 52.
Working from the gun. Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Greystone travel.
Check 43.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Going deep to the end zone for Juju. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
8 yards to go.
Down. 18 Gator.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Rodgers to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
Good work, boys.
Switch.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
26.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
64.
First down, Green Bay.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Hey, exit.
Defense. Let's go, defense.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Rodgers again now.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Get 300. Get 300. Boom, boom.
98's the mic.
Bravo.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
And again, it's Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Double dog. That's the way.
Freeman again. And an alley to run. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Devontae Freeman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the ball comes loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He's going to let it fly, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball. Ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
80 weapons.
To throw is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and